Well, welcome back to Mr. Obsolete's Vintage Homesteading. Today we're going to start on taking out some dead trees. We got a bunch of them in here, 4 of them. And this tree here is distressed too. I'll take it out eventually too. But so what we've done to these small trees like this, you can see I've got the height measured out using Mr. Obsolete's Vintage Tree Calculator. I talked in another video about it. I'll just go over it real briefly. You can see a yellow mark on the tree. That's at 10 feet. And then if you go up, there's a purple mark and stuff where the rope is tied on, and that's 15 feet. So I go back from the ground to the 10 foot, and I go from the 10 foot mark up, make a mental note, on up until I get it. So this thing is pretty close to 35. That one is 60. A couple more you can't see here are roughly 35 feet also. So we'll be back in a sec here. Now the tree is leaning back, so I'll do a face cut on it. I'll start doing a back cut. And I'll put a wedge in it to straighten it up, and then I'll come over and pull it over. So I'll get the saw ready and we'll be back. Don't film it, just okay, well, it's down. We're going to branch it with our little Evansville, my favorite little axe. So we'll get this all cleaned up and we'll be back. So give a few quick chops here. Does the job better than the new one. Okay, well, the tree's down. Got it right here. Got all branched and cleaned up. Over here, we've got all the branches that we took off it right next to a stump. So in October, when the burn ban's off, we can start burning out another stump. So after measuring the tree, I guessed it was 35 feet. Came out to be 36 and a half. I couldn't see the very little top of it because it was in branches on the tree behind it. But anyway, we'll get the saw and start cutting it up. Okay, we're ready to cut, so we'll get the saw going here. Anyway, we'll finish cutting it up. It's getting too hot to work. We'll be back later. Well, we're back to take some more dead trees down. I'm going to take this one out here. Got a pull line on it since it leans back and stuff. So we'll get the saw going here and our eyes and ears on and take it out. Well, our tree's being obstinate. It's got a branch up towards the top there that's caught on the next tree over and stuff, so we're going to have to use a come along on it to pull it out. So we'll be back when we start pulling on it. Well, we got the little tree down. It was really difficult. Had a lot of tension on it from those branches up there, but finally got it down. Measured it out. Guesstimated at 35 feet. Hit right to the edge of the ditch there. That's 34.5 feet. So Mr. Obsolete's vintage tree calculator, which is a twig, works perfect again. So anyway, we'll get the axe and start branching and be back. Well, we're ready to branch. If you look back at the tree here, you can see all the branches on it are only on one side. And that's a result of too many trees in the same area. That's also why it died. Too many trees trying to fight for the same nutrients and water. So when I have branches like this, have tons of little eye pokers on them and stuff, you always want to wear your safety glasses, safety first. So I'm actually going to go on the back side of it and start branching it. And I briefly wanted to talk a little bit more. There's these trees in the background here that are leaning over need to come out. And then there's also one in behind it. It's leaning over, it's in the ditch. And every year it gets a little more, so I'm going to take it out also. So anyway, you get the eyes on here and get to the back side and start chopping. So see you in a second here. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to take out a bunch of branches right here, and then I can get in and work along either side there. So we're going to be using the Evansville as usual, our little small forest axe. So remember, cut them off at a 45-degree angle. One little chop. Go over on our burn pile there. Again, fast and efficient. Axes are best. Anyway, we'll get this branched and we'll be back. Okay, well, you can see we've got a bunch of it branched already. It's been raining for the last day and a half and really humid and stuff, and my regular safety glasses, even with anti-fog solution, just fog up and can't see. So I'm going to use my bug eye goggles here. They have little screens in them here. So when you're sweating and stuff, your vision is not impaired. So I'll be back when I'm ready. back when we're done. Okay, we get it all branched here. And remember, everything you have has a use. So we'll put these in our pile over here, and we'll be using them to burn our stumps here in a few months. Missed a branch there. Anyway, I'll get that all picked up and cleaned out of the way, and we'll be back to cut the tree up. Okay, well, we're ready to cut the tree up here. I use Mother Nature's log holder right here, this big boulder. I'm going to set the tree up on top of it. Then I'll cut it into sections. And then I'll set it up on our Logosol and cut it up. Now the Mini Mac 35 is going to be the saw of the day. Okay, well, we've got the tree here ready to process, so we're going to be using the Logosol Smartholder, and my regular sawhorse is out on another part of the property, and so this is really light and easy to use. So basically, just lift up an arm and you push this bolt in and slide it on there. I'll tighten up the wing nut on both sides. So it's fairly level. Take this off, and you can see the teeth on the bottom here. That holds the wood in place, and there's different holes here for different size. Since this is relatively small stuff, we'll try here. It's probably pretty good right there. So we'll start with the big piece here first. Set it in here. It has teeth on the bottom also. Push this over and drops. Lift it up. Set it, and you're ready to start cutting. So super quick and easy. So I'm going to get the saw and be right back. Okay, well, we're ready. Start on this end and make a few cuts. We'll come back and cut it back over here. Then come up and finish it. Well, you can see how efficient and quick that is. Put this up and ready for the next one. Be a little bit smaller, so I'll drop it down one notch. Anyway, we'll get this finished up. It never ceases to amaze me how powerful this little Mini Mac is. It's only a 33cc saw. It cuts better than a lot of saws are 40 and 50 cc's. And that new chain I've got on here, it's a bit hungry. You can see it chatter just a little bit, but it's a real tree eater. Vintage McCullochs are best. Yeah, when you can see me cutting, I let off the throttle right before the end of the cut, and there's still enough momentum on the chain. It'll cut that last little bit and it just drops right down, doesn't kick out or anything. Something you just have to use the saw a lot to get used to it. Anyway, we'll be back for another exciting video soon on more tree processing. So I'll see you soon.